speaking of pushing forward, you started being an actor. I can see, you've always been funny. A couple times I was wondering, how does this Negro get in these movies and shit? This big, tall,
audition.
Goofy. You realize, like the Bad Boys. You was on the first Bad with the thick glasses. You was a nerd.
Because Michael Bay had directed my Nike commercial, which was funny. It was a cross-training commercial. And I went to visit Martin. Because I had been with Martin since Talking Dirty After Dark.
Okay.
I've been with Martin since the start.
Okay.
And so I was just happy to be around. And he'll tell you, Chris Tucker, we used to go around Arsenio. I went anywhere I could hear if they doing something. And I was self-deprecating enough I would have played what the roles needed to play, but I was particular about learning the craft.
Nice.
I had met Denzel while he was shooting Jungle Fever, and Mo Better Blues, and we talking basketball. He talking about the Wizard. He talking about Ray Williams, and he don't realize I'm like, I don't want to talk about basketball.
I know, right.
I don't even like talking about basketball. I want to talk about you did Much Ado About Nothing. Like you literally was doing Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Right? I said, this is what I'm talking about. And he wanted to talk basketball. And I'm wanting to talk to Denzel about how you learn. And I came out here and I met The Rock. And Rock was doing things on Melrose with his Shakespeare thing. I said, I want to learn to do Shakespeare.
Oh, not that Rock, the other Rock.
The other Rock. Rock.
I'm about to say, nigga, The Rock wasn't doing no damn Shakespeare.
He could.
Okay, maybe.
I think, but I literally loved the craft. I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So then Michael Bay put me in because I just happened to be on set. And then from that point on, I was taking acting classes for Eddie. And once we did Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg, and then I moved out here, I started doing Ivana Chubbuck when I found out that was the class to go to on Wednesday nights. And she would make me sit next to her. So I couldn't sit in the back. I had to sit in the front row and couldn't leave because that's disrespectful. So I literally had to learn for 3 hours every Wednesday acting. People would do things. I'd be like, Eva Mendes. I'd be, oh, that's good. And then they would give criticisms. And I was like, I didn't see that. That's weird. I learned critics don't act. They talk about actors. So it don't make a difference.
Right.
Critics don't act.
It's amazing that you, as a kid, you wanted to be a basketball player and an actor. And then that's when your life kind of went that way.
Yeah, I'm in control of my life.
Because, I look at some of the stuff I didn't know you was in, I didn't see it. Black Dynamite, I saw pieces of it.
Yeah, I had the best part in Black Dynamite.
Really? You always had the best part of everything.
My name was Kotex, because I go up in them hoes slow.
Really?
But I
Hell no.
That was my name.
Okay.
And I had the afro and the mustache, the purple. You didn't even know it was me, but in the scene, they cut our scene, but you can't see it until the credits. It's me and Brian McKnight.
Wow.
And we're doing this thing, and I'm talking to him, he's talking back, and I'm telling you, we killed it. And me and him rehearsed in our trailers. I was like, when we get in there, I'm gonna use this voice like this,
right.
and then you're gonna do this.
Right.
But like literally, we were able to play with it, which a lot of people don't realize. When you're acting, they go, do it this way, or do it more this way, and do it that way. It doesn't, whichever one they keep, but you gotta be able to make that character do whatever you want. And you don't have to be John Salley. You're the character.
Right, sure.
And once I was able to get past my ego and realize I'm not me, I'm the character. They're not hiring John Salley. They're hiring the character.
Right.
I became a better actor, I feel.
It was great that Michael Jai White made that one, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact, it was just fun. I saw clips of it with the microphone coming in, dangling. Just the idea of that was dope. I would have loved to have been in something like that. Just to have fun.
I'm surprised you wasn't. Because Tommy Davidson was hilarious.
I didn't go to acting class, remember, on Wednesdays. Remember?
Seriously, because he was like, hey, we're doing this thing. You got to be in it.
You was in Napoli Ever After with my girl, Sanaa Lathan. You've had some stuff. I didn't know you was in Luther Vandross Take You Out video. The hell?
He called me and said, hey, they want me to play this thing. And I was like, I'll be in this video. And I love Luther. Luther was one of my favorite people on the planet. He was always nice to me too, man. And he was such a big, huge star, and he was nice to me. He did. Eddie Murphy was the same way. He was these huge stars, and they were nice to me.
Right.
And they realized how much I adored and wanted to do what they.
Sure.
There's no basketball player that doesn't want to be a rapper or an actor.
Right.
There's not one.
Sure.
LeBron did it.
Right.
Kareem did it really well in Airplane. I think
Game of Death. Was a
Game of Death. You know, he was blind,
right.
but he showed his athleticism and his karate techniques or his kung fu. But he was funny in Airplane.
Yeah.
You know, my name is Roger, that kind of thing. But I also believe you can be whatever you want to be.
And I believe that about you because you was with RuPaul and Drag Race.
I wish.
What?
I wish.
You was on there.
I wish I was in more scenes.
Oh, no, that's right.
Let me tell you.
You're just a judge.
RuPaul is the hustle.
Right. Okay.
There's no better hustle than RuPaul's except Tyler Perry's.
Damn.
Tyler Perry's hustle is the best hustle and the hardest hustle of anybody ever in Hollywood. And if you want to compete with me, I'm willing to sit there and listen.
I know
anybody that disses Tyler Perry are haters.
I know that's right. I agree with that.
He's 100%.
Yeah, come on now.
The dude have a studio that's already rented out for the next 20 years.
Ooh.
What?
Right.
The only one.
Right.
Me and my boys down in Atlanta, we're starting this thing called Westville where we're opening up. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just opened. But they need more studios. And I literally said, you go from, and why I said RuPaul, remember they tried to cancel RuPaul once he was on the MTV Awards and he made fun of Milton Berle.
Oh wow, I remember that. Hell yeah,
and
that was
canceled him.
Ooh, that was some real sarcastic. He came out. Yeah, I remember that one.
But then he came back.
Okay.
And he got RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul's Classic Drag Race, everything, commercials. He got Old Navy. He wound up taking it all back. Those are all his sponsors. Those are all his shows, all his IP paid.
Turn me up a little bit.